Hello students, in today's lecture we will learn the rules of inequality of real numbers. In previous lecture we have learned intervals and solved some examples based on intervals. In this lecture we will see the inequality and the rules of that inequality, because in case of intervals also we have used the inequalities there. Let us see the rules of inequality of real numbers. There are two important rules in this article. Let us see the first one. In first case, if suppose A and B are any two real numbers such that this A is less than B and both are positive number. Suppose A and B both are real numbers and which are greater than 0 means positive, but A is smaller than B, and K is a positive real number. Another third real number K which is also positive, then A plus K is always less than B plus K. Means if we add positive number in this inequality, then inequality remains as it is. So adding K, there is no change in inequality. If we subtract K, then also there is no change in this inequality. So here we have two properties. Okay, these are about addition and subtraction. If we multiply this A and B by K, because K is positive, then we get AK is less than BK. As K is positive, then there is no change in the inequality. AK is less than BK. Also, if you take the kth power of A, means A raised to K, then and B raised to K, then the inequality remains unchanged. So these are the three or four: addition, subtraction, multiplication and power. These four rules or four properties are there in which there is no change in inequality. That is the first rule of inequality of real numbers, or we can say there are four rules in this first part. In second part, suppose if similarly 0 is less than A is less than B and K is negative real number. If this K is negative, then if this K is negative, then this multiplication AK and BK, if we multiply both these numbers A and B by K, then if the inequality is of less than type, then it will get converted into greater than type inequality. Okay, because K is negative. For example, suppose A is less than B means 2 is less than suppose 4. If you multiply both these numbers by positive number, suppose 3, then it is 2 into 3 which is less than 4 into 3, because 2 into 3 is 6 and 4 into 3 is 12. So 6 is less than 12. But if you take the same example, 2 is less than 4, and if you multiply by minus 3, then we get 2 into minus 3 and 4 into minus 3. What are the answers here? Minus 6 and minus 12. Here which one is better? Minus 6 or minus 12? Obviously minus 6 is greater. So whenever we multiply this inequality by negative number, the sign of inequality get changed. Okay, so AK is greater than BK. Similarly, A raised to K is also greater than B raised to K, because K is negative. So we are taking here negative powers of A and B. So whenever A is less than B, negative power of A is greater than negative power of same negative power of B. So that is the different properties here. Okay. So remember these two important rules of inequality of real numbers. Okay. Using these rules of inequality of real numbers, there are some problems related to set theory. Okay. Let us solve those problems of inequality here. Let us see example number 1. Now see this example number 1. Solve the inequality and write the solution set using interval notation. The inequality is given here. It is minus 9 less than 2x plus 7 less than or equal to 90. Let us see the solution of this inequality. Solve the inequality means we have to find the values of x satisfying these inequalities. Since minus 9 is less than 2x plus 7 is less than or equal to 90. Therefore, what we have to do here? We have to find the value of x. So, what to do? We have to eliminate this 7 and multiple 2. For that, to eliminate 7 from this, we have to subtract 7. If we subtract 7 from this, then it remains only 2x. So, subtract 7 from all the terms of this inequality. Therefore, we get minus 9 is again. We are subtracting 7, so there is no change in inequality while addition and subtraction of any positive number or negative number, because subtraction is also one type of addition. So here subtract 7 means add minus 7. So it is 2x plus 7 minus 7 is less than or equal to 19 minus 7. This subtraction of 7 means addition of negative of 7. Okay, so here we get minus 9 minus 7, that is minus 16, less than, here plus 7 minus 7, you cancel, remains only 2x is less than or equal to 19 minus 7, it is 12. Now we have 2x here, but we want the value of 2. So divide now this number by 2, which is positive, means we are multiplying. Dividing 2 is nothing but the multiplication of half. So multiplying by half, where half is positive number. So if we are multiplying the inequality by positive number, there is no change in inequality. Therefore, minus 16 into half is less than half into 2x is less than or equal to half into 12, where this half is positive real number, so there is no change in inequalities. Here we get minus 8 is less than, here 2 get cancelled, remains only x is less than or equal to 12 upon 2, that is 6. So here x is greater than minus 8 means x is not equal to minus 8. So in the form of interval, this x is greater than minus 8 means here is open minus 8, and x is less than or equal to 6 means x equal to 6, so close 6. So this x belongs to open minus 8 close 6. So that is the solution of this inequality. The numbers, all real numbers which are greater than minus 8 and up to 6 or less than or equal to 6, all those real numbers satisfy these inequalities. Okay, that is the solution of inequality. Is it okay? Let us see the another one. Now see this second one, b, which contains x square minus x greater than 20. Here we have to solve this inequality. Since x square minus x is greater than 20, therefore what we can do, take this 20 to the left means subtract 20 from both sides of this inequality. Therefore we get x square minus x minus 20 greater than 20 minus 20. As we are subtracting 20 from both sides, there is no change in inequality. Therefore we get x square minus x minus 20 is greater than 0. Here this gives us 0 to the right. Now let us find the factors of this, which are nothing but, we want here minus 1 as the sum and product as minus 20. So the factors will be x square minus 5x plus 4x. So this gives us minus x, and the sum will be 5 minus 5 into 4, that is minus 20. So take the common from this as x in bracket x minus 5 plus 4 in bracket x minus 5 which is greater than 0. Therefore, we get x minus 5. Therefore, the factors common will be x minus 5. So, x minus 5 into x minus 4 is greater than 0. Now, we have reached to the important concept now. Here, these are the factors of this expression. So, this product is positive. What is here? Here is this as one number, this as second number. So, the product of these two numbers is greater than 0. Those are real numbers because x is here real unknown. So, the product of these two is positive. When the product of us is positive, when both the numbers are positive or both are negative. So, first is if x minus 5 is positive and comma means and x minus 4 is also positive. Therefore, this gives us x. Now take this 5 to the right means add to both sides. So there is no change in inequality. So this x is greater than 5. Here we get x greater than 4. Or this statement says x greater than 5, x greater than 4. Which one is true, or can we write the combined result of these two? It is, this implies x is greater than 5 because a number which is greater than 5 is always greater than 4 because on the number line 4 will be here, 5 will be here. Suppose if number is greater than 4, suppose 4.5. 4.5 is greater than 4, but it is not greater than 5. So number greater than 5 means suppose 6. 6 is greater than 5, it is obviously greater than 4. So this is the common conclusion from these two. So the x greater than or greater than 5. Now x greater than 5 means in the form of interval, we can say that x belongs to open 5 to infinity because x is greater than 5. Okay, that is the first result. Now second part, if you think here the product of both these terms is positive, so whenever these two terms are negative, if these two numbers are negative, then their product is positive. Therefore, in second case, we consider that x minus 5 is negative and x minus 4 is also negative. Less than 0 means negative. So when x minus 5 is negative, we can write x is less than 5. Here x less than 4. It's similar to take this negative 5 to the right, it becomes positive 5. So x is less than 5, x less than 4. X is now less than 4 and it is also less than 5. So which one is most correct? If number is less than 5 means suppose once again 4.5. 4.5 is less than 5 but it is not less than 4. So the numbers between 4 and 5 are less than 5 but not 4. And we want a number or a value of x is satisfy both these inequalities. So that x will be less than 4. So this one is correct here. So the common solution of these two inequalities, x is less than 4. And x is less than 4, it means x belongs to less than 4 means it belongs to minus infinity to open 4. Okay. So now here we have two results at this stage. One is x belongs to 5 open 5 to infinity and x belongs to negative infinity open to open 4. So from that we can say that x belongs to this minus infinity to 4 open. Result. These are two options. These two numbers may, if positive, then we get this, or if both these numbers are negative, then we get this. Means there is option for this. So or means union of open interval 5 to infinity. So this is the solution of this. Means number may be greater than 5 or may be less than 4. means the same, that is the set of real number except close 4 to 5. So the solution can also be written as x belongs to set of all real numbers except close interval 4 to 5. These both are same. So this answer can be written in this form as x belongs to set of real numbers minus close interval 4 to 5, because here 4 is open, 5 is also open. So whenever we are subtracting this interval, so it is close 4 5. So whenever 4 5 open here, here they will be closed, because we are writing in complementary form. So these two are complementary. This and these are complementary, and the union of this and this will give us set of real numbers or a line. So from line we are separating this segment, so we get these two rays. We are observing that in the figure, because these red line shows that there are two rays except this segment. So from line, if we subtract that segment, we get obviously two rays. So both are have the same meaning or same solution. Okay, let us see third one. Now see this third one. See, 2x upon x minus 4 is less than or equal to 5. This inequality is given. Here, let us take that 5 to the left. Here we don't multiply both sides by x minus 4, because here we don't know the value of x, whether it is positive or negative. So we can multiply this x minus 4 to the single side only whenever it is unknown. We can multiply and divide by x minus 4 to the same side, but not to the both sides. So we can't take this x minus 4 to the right, because we are unknown about this x, whether the value of this x minus 4 is positive or negative. Is it clear? So what to do here, since 2x upon x minus 4 is less than or equal to 5, so take this 5 to the left, because 5 is known, it is positive. We can subtract 5 from both sides, therefore we get 2x upon x minus 4 minus 5 is less or equal to 0, as we have subtracted 5 from both sides. So subtract 5 from left hand side, from right side if we subtract 5 we get 0. So this, now at this stage what we can do is this x minus 4 is unknown, so we can multiply this 5 by x minus 4 and divide this by x minus 4 to the same side. Why? Because it is unknown, but we are multiplying and dividing this, there is no change in this number 5. Even though x minus 4 is positive, this positive will cancel. If it is negative, this will also negative will cancel. We get the negative 5 as it is. Okay. So this is valid calculation here. The one thing here, important thing, that the value of x should not be equal to 4, because if you take x equal to 4, then 4 minus 4 will reduce to 0. So in this case, or in the given example, obviously here x is not equal to 4, it is given, because whenever x minus x is equal to 4, this will lead to infinity, and infinity will never be less than 5, whether it is positive or negative. If x is positive 4, then 4 minus 4 is 0, and this will give us 4 into 8. So 8 upon infinity will be obviously infinity. 8 upon 0 is obviously infinity, not defined, so it is not possible here. So this is the given unknown information in this example. So x is not equal to 4. Now let us proceed here. Here now denominator is same, therefore we get 2x minus 5x plus 20 upon the same denominator, that is x minus 4, which is less than or equal to 0. So we get at this stage 2x minus 5, that is minus 3x plus 20 whole divided by x minus 4, and which is less than or equal to 0. Okay, so this inequality we get. Now what to do here, as this ratio of these two numbers, this is one number, this is first number, it may be positive or negative, we don't know what is that, and this one is second real number. So the ratio or division of two real numbers is less than or equal to 0. When it is equal to 0, when the numerator will be 0, we get equal to 0. So this gives us one solution, that minus 3x plus 20 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 20 by 3. That is the value of x, one of the solution. Okay, x equal to 20 by 3. If you put x equal to 20 by 3, you will get answer less than 5. Let us check it. 2x means 2 into 20 by 3 upon 20 by 3 minus 4. This will be 40 by 3 upon, this will be 20 minus 12, that is 8 by 3. So it is equal to 3 8 cancel, 80 upon 4, that will be 5, and it is equal to 5. So 20 by 3 is the value of x which satisfies this inequality, not inequality but equality. We have found the solution for only equality. Now let us think about the inequality, that is less than. Okay. So that will be one solution. Now case first. When this is less than 0 is negative, this division will be negative. We know that the division of two numbers is negative when one of them is negative. In first case, suppose this as negative, that is minus 3x plus 20 is negative, but means and x minus 4 is positive. When numerator is negative and denominator is positive, the ratio will be negative, that is less than 0. So this will give us minus 3x less than minus 20. Therefore x is less than minus 20 upon 3, that is 20 upon 3. Second case gives us x greater than 4, that is the same, x greater than 4. Now let us find the common solution of these two. On number line, 4 is suppose here, 0 is here. 20 by 3 means it is near about 6.6. It is suppose 6.6. So this x less than 20 by 3 means less than this, towards this direction. X less than 4 means it is again towards left side direction. So what is the true? Which one is most correct? If you take x which is less than 4, it also satisfies this inequality. So from these two, the common solution is x is, sorry, here x greater than 4 is given, not less than. X greater than 4. So the solution is x belongs to open, not close, because only you have taken less than or greater than. So it is open 4 and open 20 by 3. So this is the first x. Also here x is equal to 20 by 3. So we can insert that 20 by 3 here. So we can make here bracket close in our solution part. Or for instance, let us keep this as open, and last we can take that. So this is our first number 1. This is number 2. And let us see about the, but we can take here case 1 at this stage. Let us see this, I consider this as second. Now consider case 3rd. In third case, what is the our main inequality given? The ratio is negative. In first case, we have taken negative numerator and positive denominator. Now we will take positive numerator and negative denominator. So numerator is positive, that is minus 3x plus 20 is positive, and x minus 4 is negative. This will gives us minus 3x is greater than minus 20, and therefore x is greater than 20 by 3. This gives us x less than 4, x less than 4 in both steps. Now, if we write these numbers or inequalities on number line once again, then 4 is suppose here, 6.6 is here, x is greater than 20 by 3 means greater than this. So we get this solution set. X less than 4 in this. Here is comma means and both the conditions should be satisfied by single. But this is not possible for single x to satisfy this set and this set. So there is no any solution in this case. So at this stage, x is equal to empty set. For x belongs to empty set, we can write x belongs to empty set because x should be greater than 20 by 3 and x should be greater than 4 at a time. It is not possible. So x belongs to infinity. So from first and second part, we can say that the value of x for this is not equal to 4, but the solution says that x belongs to is open 4 to close 20 by 3 because here is open and x equal to 20 by 3 it is given. So this is open 4 and open 4 to close 20 by 3. Okay, that is the solution of inequality number C, that is third. Okay, let us see one more inequality here, that is fourth one. Now see this last inequality, 6x square plus 1 is less or equal to 5x. Here we get 6, since 6x square plus 1 is less or equal to 5x. We don't know this x may be positive or negative, but we can add or subtract positive number from the inequality and there is no change in the inequality by the rule. Therefore, we can take this 5x to the left. So subtract 5x from both sides, we get 6x square minus 5x plus 1. It is less or equal to 0. Okay. We can't multiply by unknown to both sides, but we can add or subtract positive or negative numbers to both sides. Now, can you find the factors here? Those are 2 and 3. So 6x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 1, which is less than or equal to 0. Because minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5 and the product is 6, that is plus 6. Therefore, taking common 3x, we get 2x minus 1. Taking negative sign, we get 2x minus 1, which is less than or equal to 0. So the factors are 2x minus 1 and 3x minus 1 less than or equal to 0. Okay, so we get two factors, these. Now at this stage again, the product of these two is less than or equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, one of them is 0, means x will be half, x will be 1/3, or both x equal to 1/2 and 1/3. Let us think about this less than inequality. It means the product of these two numbers is negative. When the product of two numbers will be negative, when one of them is negative and other will be obviously positive. Suppose in first case, first factor is negative and second is positive. So first case here now. Consider or let 2x minus 1 is negative and comma means and 3x minus 1 is positive. Therefore, this gives us that 2x is less than 1, 3x is greater than 1. Therefore, x is less than half and x is greater than 1/3. Now, less than half and greater than 1/3, let us see once again real number line. On this number line, 0 is here. Suppose half is here, then 1/3 will be at this stage. means towards this left hand side. X is greater than 1/3 means towards positive side or right side. So at this stage the solution set is this, that is x greater than 1/3 and less than half. So it is between 1/3 and half. Therefore this says that x belongs to open 1/3 and open half. But here equality is given, so x may be equal to half, and x may be equal to 1/3. So let us once again consider this as second case. First case, that is 2x minus 1 into 3x minus 1 is equal to 0, implies x equal to half or and x equal to 1/3. Okay, so that we can combine this in our last conclusion point. Now let us see the third case. Third case, that the product is negative when the first is positive and second is negative. So in next case we will consider first term, that is first factor, that is 2x minus 1. Here we have taken negative, now take it as positive. Second factor is positive in first case, now we will take it as negative. So the positive and negative product will gives us negative. This gives us directly, can I write here x greater than half, here x less than 1/3. Once again, here x is greater than half means, can we show it on number line in the same line? Let us see, x greater than half means this much, this arrow. X less than 1/3 means this arrow. So except that, but can we find a single x which satisfies both these conditions? Why both? Because both conditions should be satisfied, because one is positive and second is negative, then we get the product as negative. So x should satisfy both the conditions, not any one of these two. So x must be greater than half and at the same time it should be greater than 1/3. This is not possible. So at this stage, or in this case, we get x belongs to empty set. So x belongs to 5. So from case 1 and 2, the solution is, therefore from case 1, 2 and 3, x belongs to x equal to half, y equal to 1/3, open. So this equality here says that these open intervals, open brackets are closed. So it is close 1/3 to close half. So x is from 1/3 to 1/3, that means x belongs to close 1/3 to 1/2. Okay, that is the solution of this fourth inequality.